everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. And I have had a few requests lately to do a color and chat with you guys. So I thought I would do this Kawaii Fantasy by Jade Summer. And so let me show you which picture I picked for today. I've got my cardstock underneath just in case it bleeds. So we're going to do this witch today in lieu of Halloween. That's going to be here in a couple days. So I will get started and we will talk as we are coloring. So it is Thursday evening, but this will not post until Friday. I'm going to probably upload it while I'm sleeping because we have super slow internet. And yeah, so I just let it go all night. So the last time I colored with you guys, I did my coloring for 30 minutes, and I felt bad and I turned it off and I had not finished the picture. But I don't know, we'll see. I don't think I've ever colored for an hour straight. You know, I'm gonna try to finish this page, but honestly, I don't think I've ever finished a page, just sat down and worked on it until it was completely done. I know a lot of these colors, sometimes they'll go 3-4 hours while they're coloring with you, and they do lives. But the thing is, I've talked about this before, I don't like to do lives while I'm coloring or crafting or something, because then I feel like I can't pay attention to my comments that are coming through. And I really feel it's important when you do lives to be able to talk with everybody who is interacting. So I should have had this open before I got started. I told you before that when I finally found these skin tones right here by Peter Popper Press, I am in love with them. And so I sell them at my work, and I looked in the catalog the other day and they have all the normal colors too. So I ordered them. The perks about being a buyer at our store. So yeah, I did. I ordered them because these flow so nice, and I thought, my gosh, I wonder if I could order the other colors. And yep, you sure can. And so I did, and they probably won't get here for, like, it said, our sales rep said 6 weeks out right now, which is absurd. We've never had anything take that long, but I'm sure you all have been watching the news and see that everything is stuck in port in Long Beach, California. I'm from California. And my friend Debbie, she lives in Long Beach, and she took a video and sent it to me with all the ships. They're just docked there waiting to get unloaded. And now they've finally, since COVID, you know, for a while they were just shut down completely. So the cargo ships were just like sitting there not unloading. Well, now they're unloaded just off of the ship, but the merchandise isn't loaded off of the storage bins. And that's what's putting everything behind. And that is why when you go to the grocery stores or Target or any of those places and you see all the empty shelves, it's because now that it's all getting unloaded, they're huge, they're massive ships, and they hold a lot of merchandise. And until they have enough personnel working, you know, they sit there. And so the news said that they probably wouldn't get it all caught up on what's there until next, like, August or September. And that's what's there. That's not including what's going to keep coming in. So Anyways, I used to get these markers in like a week when I would order them from the company, and now they're saying 6 weeks out. And at work, the chocolate company I use that sells, it's kind of like C's, but it's a different company, and they're out of Minnesota. They called and told me that they're still waiting on the supplies to make their Christmas candy, so they haven't even started it. So they told me, if you want an everyday order, get it now, because once we get our merchandise for the Christmas candy, we're going to try to play catch up with that. We're going to be so far behind. So that's just how the world is right now, you know. And you just got to take it for what it is. You know, there's a big hype on the news about how you need to buy all your Christmas toys now because they're going to run out of Christmas toys and for kids and stuff. And personally, my grandkids will just get what they get. They'll just get what's available, you know? I mean, heck, they don't care. They're not picky. They just, they enjoy opening presents and stuff. But if you can't get certain things, that's really not the meaning of Christmas anyways. And I know when you have little ones, that's what they think it is, and they look forward to it. And it's fun to watch them. But honestly, they'll like anything that you get them, you know. So, I mean, I leave it up to their parents to get them, you know, their big gifts and the Santa gifts. And I have 8 grandkids now. Is that right? 3, 6, yeah, 8. I have 8 grandkids. And my husband has 4. So that's a lot of presents to buy. So I don't buy as much now. They usually get like a book and a blanket and a pillow or something like that. That's what they get now. Maybe some pajamas. Because I can't afford to buy that much for so many kids, you know. And they still have fun. They still like what they get. What do you hear, Jenny? She barks at everything. Like today, somebody drove by the ranch in their truck, and she had never seen it before. She got so scared, and she was barking and jumping around. Anything that's out of the norm for her, she gets all tweaked out about. So I don't know how she's going to act when my son comes next week. He's coming from Montana with his family. And I don't know how she's going to be, but she's going to have to adjust. But you know, when you have a small dog and it's used to she's just used to me and my husband, and that's how she likes it. And she's spoiled rotten. So I've been with my husband now for 11 years. And when we first got together, he had his dog and I had my dog. And then I had 3 cats and my dog. And then when I moved in with him, I gave one of my cats to his friend. And because it was kind of a mean, aggressive cat. And so he took it out to his ranch, and it's a barn cat now. It's out in the barn, and it's happy. And then I brought the other 2 cats with me and my dog, and then he had his dog. Well, his dog passed away, and then you guys all remember Buster. He passed away. And then my cat, Taylor, she is 17 years old. And, okay, so I think I'm going to leave her legs, I'm going to make them like a color of like leotards instead of skin tone. So we'll leave this off to the side. Anyways, so Taylor is 17, and I brought her with me, and I brought her from her one and only litter. I saved one of the kittens, and his name was Mittens because he had 7 toes on each paw. And I brought him with us, and he passed away. So together, my husband's dog, my cat passed away. But we still have one cat that I brought with me. And then we did get Andy from his godson 2 years ago. So we got that cat together. And then Jenny, our new puppy, is our dog together. So it's crazy how fast time goes by, you know. And y'all know I was supposed to go to the Crafters Retreat this weekend, but then my husband took a turn for the worst with his knee. He twisted it again real bad, and he could hardly walk on it. Couldn't get out of his chair, his recliner. So his brother came over and put like a lift kit on his chair, so that works now, and he gets out of his chair nice and easy. But his niece, she was going to come over and get him breakfast, and then like make him a sandwich for lunch, and then come back and give him dinner. And then he was going to be by himself, you know, from after dinner till she came back in the morning, and I just didn't feel comfortable leaving him. He would never ask me to stay home because he knew I really wanted to go. I'd already paid for it, but we booked him in January, so you know, things happen. And I told him I'm not gonna go, and he's like, "Oh, what? Are you sure?" I'm like, yeah, I'm just uncomfortable with leaving you at night by yourself for that many hours. I remember when he was in the hospital and I had got back from Montana, I got real sick. And not with COVID. I just had a really bad, like, cough and flu bug. So I was home for 4 days by myself, completely by myself, and because he was in the hospital. And I told my kids not to come out because I didn't want them to get sick. And he was only going to be by himself for 3 days, and he was going to have his niece come over every day, so it wasn't going to be like he was going to be completely by himself. But I said, yeah, I remember when you were in the hospital and I got sick, I was literally home by myself for 4 days. But, you know, when you don't feel good, you don't even care. I just laid in bed and laid in my recliner and healed up. So I like to outline the hair with like a marker first, and then color it in with a pencil afterwards. I'm using the Prisma pencils. So let's see right here. You can see it. Oh no, this is Artist Loft. This one's Artist Loft. That's because I went to buy replacements at Michael's the other day, and they didn't have all the colors I want. But there it is, Prisma Color. That's what I bought. And I bought the set that was like $127. 72 pencils for that. And I had a 40 or 50% off coupon for one item at Michael's, and so I used that. But this is the first time I've used the Artist Loft, and it's all right. It's working fine. I like it. See, we've already been on here almost 15 minutes, and I've just done her skin tones and her hair. So that's why I say I don't think that we're gonna make it through the whole picture. And I know that I watch a few coloring channels that color for an hour, and a lot of times I'll put them on when I'm coloring and just listen to them chat and color along with them. But I don't expect anybody to listen to the whole video, because if you're like me, I try to spread out and watch a lot of different channels. And during the week, I don't have time to. And I never finished my last story. So me not going to the Crafters Retreat, we're going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come home Sunday. And actually everybody else was coming home Monday, but Mary and I didn't realize that. And we were coming home Sunday. But now that I'm not going, I didn't go back to work. I decided just to stay home and have a little bit of a staycation. So yesterday was my first day for my staycation. And I did all the stuff for my fall collab that I'm doing with Kathy this weekend. She and I are hosting, it's called a Halloween fall collab, and this is our third week and final week for this collab. I think we have like 13 people all together now. We had 15 and 2 dropped out. And I finished all my projects for that. I've never been this far ahead. And then I finished 2 swap and glues. And then I got my glue book back out and I started working in that. If you go to my last video before this one, and it's called, I think it's called Swap and Glue, Swap and Glue and my glue book or something like that. I shared my glue book so far. I was in bed last night. I could not sleep. It was like midnight. So I Googled glue books and saw what different people did, and they're really kind of cool. And there's no right or wrong. You just do. Mary calls mine more like an artisan's book because I'm not just doing gluing. I'm doing like drawing and that kind of stuff. So, but I worked in that on my staycation. I worked in my glue book. I worked in my swap and glue book. What else did I do yesterday? Oh, and then I went over, I had to run errands in town. So I did that. Then came home and that was all I did basically yesterday. And then today I got up at like 8:15, which is like a long time for me to sleep. And I had to get up early at like 5 o'clock or 5:30. And I fed Jenny and the cats. And then I went back to bed. These are gel pens. Gel sparkle pens. They're kind of cool. I've never had anything like that before. So they're kind of fun to have. But I fed Jenny and the cats. And then I went back to bed until like 8:15. So that felt nice. And I just kind of lounged around the house this morning. And then I ran to town. I had to have the tire company look at my tires because it seemed like they were low. So they did. And they said they were low. They filled them up with air. And they said it's just because of the weather change. And so I did that. And then I went to our storage unit and got out 2 big tubs I have of my winter clothes. And I went to the grocery store, got a few things, and I came home. And then what did I do this afternoon? I made a tag. I made a Christmas card. And that was it. But I'm going to try to make a whole bunch of cards so that I'm ahead of the game. And since I'm not going to the Crafters Retreat, I told my husband I'm just going to craft at home. He said that was a good idea. Oh, and then I told myself I've got to clean and organize my house. It's such a disaster. So I did clean 1 drawer. And it was such a mess, I couldn't find anything in it. So now, it's amazing, you just accumulate stuff that you're like, well, why did I buy this? I'm not even using it. And then you're like, that's such a waste of money. But you end up throwing it away because it was just a mess. And tomorrow, I think I really want to go to the Dollar Tree. I saw Triple G and my BFF Kathy both did Dollar Tree hauls, and they got so many cute things. So I'm going to hopefully go to the Dollar Tree tomorrow, and either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Oh, and I went to the fabric store here in town. It's a quilter shop, but I'm gonna do some Christmas hoops, and I was gonna go all the way over to Yuba City just to get fabric, and then I was like, no, I'm just gonna get it right here in town. And plus, then you're supporting local, and that's important, you know? That's important. So I did that today. And of course, laundry. And I pulled some weeds because it rained so much the other day. Everything's nice and wet, but it's starting to dry out already. And it was 76 degrees here today. Come on, people. I can't bake bread in 76. I want another cloudy, rainy day. Last Sunday's when we had all our rain. Oh, it was so awesome. I loved it. I love the rain. And because we're in a drought, we just love it even more when it rains. But of course, we got a severe wind to go with that, so that kind of messes things up. But thank goodness we didn't have any power outage here. So that was a blessing. I'm trying to think now. I'm making her cape purple. I should probably, I don't know. I don't like to use black much. But maybe I'm going to make her stocking. I don't know. I just color as I go. Maybe I'll do like a hot pink and purple for this dress. See, I love these Prismacolor color pencils, but they wear down super fast. So, I mean, like, look at this one. Look at how tiny it is. And the way that they have them set up at Michael's in Yuba City, what a disaster. They don't have them marked on the outside of each one, so you have to just sit there and go through every single one looking for them. And so I did actually find most of my, because I'm buying just the pencil open stock, and Joann's doesn't carry them at all, because I was over there the week before to get lace, and they don't carry them at all open stock. And I know Hobby Lobby does, so wherever I'm going tomorrow, I'm going to try to get the ones that I'm low on again at Hobby Lobby. If I go there. If I go to Michael's, I'll still try and get them. I'll write the numbers down. Hopefully they'll have more inventory in. But we shall see. I don't know. So yeah, the weather was super warm here today. And I don't know if you guys saw it. I can't remember. It was like 2 videos back. But I fell for the first time in my life. Oh my gosh. That was the scariest thing. And Jenny had some lace, and she was chewing it up, and so I rushed over to grab it out of her mouth, and my pajama pants were long, and I just twisted on them for some reason, somehow got tangled up in them, and I knew I was falling. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? I'm gonna fall? And I did, and my arm is black and blue now. The first night, when I woke up the next day, my husband asked me, how's your back? How's your leg? I'm like, it's neither of those are bad. It's my arm, so I must have landed on my arm. But that's a scary feeling. Like, I can't even imagine with people that fall all the time. My husband is a fall risk, you know. And when he falls down, he's still not strong enough since the last time he had all his cellulitis problems that he can't lift himself up. So if he falls, we have to call the fire department. But knock on wood, he hasn't fallen for a long time, and he hasn't fallen since he went to the hospital. So that is super good. I'm starting to really like coloring people more now. At first, I was intimidated by it. But once I found some good skin tones, it made it all that much better. So now I kind of enjoy doing them. Yeah, I think I'll do the dress here. The skirt, I think I'll do it pink. Her cape is purple. And maybe I'll do a different shade of pink for the top of her dress. So have any of you guys started your Christmas shopping yet? I have not, because as it is, it falls weird where we have so many birthdays starting in September. Ellie starts them, and then my granddaughter Ellie has a birthday in September. Oh, that was still wet, darn it. And then my granddaughter Audrey has a birthday in September. And then October comes, and see what I did? It was still kind of wet, but hopefully it'll cover up with the pencil when I color the skirt. So I have lots of birthdays: October, November, December. We have birthdays. And so it's like I can't go Christmas shopping because I still got to buy their birthday presents. So I haven't started anything. Well, when my son's here from Montana, we're going to celebrate Savannah's birthday. She's going to be 5. I can't believe it. And so we'll celebrate her birthday. So I did get her 2 outfits at Kohl's the other day. She wears a 5T. But you know, with all this, how all this is going on in the world right now, there's not a lot to pick from. It's almost like you just have to get what's available. You know, you can't be like, oh, I don't like that, I want to look for something else, because there isn't anything else. And I don't live in a big metropolis area. I travel to Yuba City or Chico for shopping, and they don't really have a lot. I mean, if I was willing to drive to Sacramento or Roseville, I would get more. I don't want to drive that far just to go shopping. And then, like, the Roseville Mall is so big, it's just overwhelming to me. So I could just go to Kohl's in Yuba City, or JCPenney's in Yuba City, which is super small, or Target. And for the kids, I'll go to Walmart too. Yeah, that's where I go for their clothes. I know my grandkids in Montana, they seem like they're always going through clothes. They go through a lot of clothes. So tomorrow, well, no, this is going to air on Friday. So today, on Friday, the channel Melody Maid, she is having a live, and she plays bingo. And it starts at 4 o'clock our time. So normally I cannot partake in it because I'm at work, and I don't get off work till 5:30. So I don't know how long her live is. But since I'm not working tomorrow, I'm going to try to make her live and just see what it's all about. Sounds like it's fun, but on a normal basis, I can't participate in it because I work. I used to watch Mimi Sparkles. I think she was on Friday night too. Her lives would go on for like 5 or 6 hours. I'm like, you girls are like marathon busters. But you know what? I would join them for a while, and then I would leave and go have dinner, come back. But sometimes they were on there for like 6 hours. And she always has guests, so there's like 3 or 4 of them. But her lives, I gotta say, they were fun. I enjoyed them. Because they were really good about interacting with all of us. And there was 4 of them, so somebody was always, I'm gonna have to see. And she would, so I don't know what time they started, but I think it was on Friday nights, but I know that I was home and I could come craft, and they went till like 1 o'clock or so my time, which would be like 4 o'clock in the morning their time. Like, these girls are hardcore. I feel like I can't do that anymore. I'm doing laundry right now. I have my last load in the washer machine and 1 in the dryer. Okay, that's looking kind of cute. I like that. Now I'm gonna do, let's do the outline in a pink glitter pen. Jenny was in here, but I think she gave up and went and laid with Rick. She plays with our big old fat cat, Andy, and he's so good with her. But she just bugs him and bugs him and bugs him. And sometimes he puts her like in a headlock, and he'll just kind of bite her a little bit, not really super hard. It's like it's a warning, you know. But I'll get after him all the time. Just go get up on a chair or something, so she can't get you. But I think he likes playing with her, because he used to try to play with Taylor, and Taylor's just old and grouchy. So he plays with Jenny now. They're kind of cute to watch. I try to get them on film once in a while, but it happens so fast, you know. Pink and purple is cute. Black is cute too for Halloween. But I don't want black. I like colors. Go. Well, let's see. Oops, I probably should have made this a different color. Oh well. I think I'm going to do this bow in purple. So, what is everybody's weather like? It's so funny to watch all the different people wherever you live, and some are already into snow. Some are actually warmer than I am. I can't even imagine. My brother lives in Arizona, and he loves the heat. He's so silly. I used to go over there once a year because my parents retired there as well. And I would go visit them, and of course then I would visit my brother. But shoot, which purple was I using? Oh, I hate when I do that. I think it was this one. Then when my mom passed away, then my dad, I moved him back out here to be closer to me, and I took care of him. And then plus my little brother was only 2 hours from him, and my sister was 2 hours from him. So everybody could kind of help out. But now I never go to Arizona anymore because my parents are not there. And I would love to go back and see my brother, but like I use my vacation time to go see my son in Montana and his family. And I don't foresee that ever changing. So I gotta get my fix of my grandbabies. Oops. I think I got that too sharp. Oh, this isn't a very good, this is not a very pretty pink. Oh well, I'll do a different pink. Let me see something. 928. 928, yep. So, this one is 929. I can't remember. I think it was Samantha Oswald I was watching. She's a coloring channel. She had a big old basket full with all her colored pencils in it. I'm like, oh, see, you remind me of me. Because I'm not real organized with things. So, like, some people, like, if you ever watch Kim from Kim's Inspired Life, she's so organized. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to be like her. But, you know, it's a lot of work to stay organized. When people have organized houses and organized craft rooms, and they work at that all the time, you know. They put something away, they put it back in that certain spot, and they don't just, like, throw it in here or there. And I'm kind of one of those that just throws it in, and then later I get overwhelmed and I'm like, okay, I gotta clean this out. But I do have my colored pencils in the tray. I'll show you in a minute because I'm gonna look for a different pink in a minute. So that's the most organized I am, I think. And the fact that I leave all my skin tones in that little box that it came in. That way it's all together. I just ordered on Amazon. You know, I don't know what it is, but when the weather starts to get cooler and shorter days and stuff, I love to read. And so I ordered 2 books to read, novels. I can't remember which one they are. One's called, I think, Sold on a Monday. And I think it's about a little orphan boy. I'm not really sure. And then the second one I thought was something about being a mermaid. But I have a ton of books, but I ordered 2 more on Amazon. That should be here soon. And then I ordered a couple horse books for the grandkids. And then I ordered, like, oh my gosh, it's horrible. I ordered, like, I think 4 or 5 more colored books. And then I ordered 2 more movies, I think. Or maybe just 1. I don't know. We watched tonight, we watched Miss Congeniality, the first one. And I bought the disc. It had 1 and 2 in it. And honestly, I don't know if I've ever watched number 2. So, we're going to watch that one tomorrow. I love watching movies. I think I'll just try to finish her, and then that will be the end of the video for tonight. Or I might just do part 1 and part 2 with you. I think maybe that's what I will do with this video. It will be part 1 and part 2 until I have it all done. And there might be a third part. I don't know. Because I've watched some of the coloring channels do that. They'll have like a page that they're working on. Usually it's a much more in-depth picture than this. But even this takes a long time, you know. You can't just rush through it. So, I mean, we are up to 40 minutes and I still have a long ways to go. So definitely it's going to be broke up into 2, maybe even 3 parts for this video. I don't know what the longest I've ever colored at one time, but I'll tell you, I don't think it's ever been a full hour. Some people say they can color all night long or craft all night long. I know Kathy, my BFF, she'll put Augustin to sleep and at like 9 o'clock, and then after he goes to sleep, sometimes she'll craft all night long, like all night long till like 4 in the morning. I am just not I'm not a night owl. And I think it's mainly because I have to get up in the morning, you know. So what is it right now? It's 9:15. Yeah, normally I'm going to bed right now. And as soon as I finish this, I probably will go to bed. But some people love to stay up late. I have another friend, my friend Jerry. We've been friends for a long time. And she said she doesn't do it so much anymore, but she used to stay up like on Saturday nights and Friday nights because she didn't have to work the next day. She would stay up and just watch TV or something till like 3 or 4 in the morning, or read a book till 3 or 4 in the morning. And like, I can't do that because then I want to sleep in, and then I feel like if I get up at 9 or 10 in the morning, I feel like I've wasted my day. But I could see, like, if you worked, when I was working the swing shift, which was 2 in the afternoon till 10 at night, I worked that at a restaurant that I worked at. And when you do that, then you do sleep in. Okay, so here's my thing of pencils. See? And it was, I want to say like 118, 120, and it's 3 layers. And I want to see if I have another pink here. What color is this? 929. 929. Oh. Well, this one is 928, so it's just 1 shade lighter. That's what I'll do her. Dang it. That's what I'll do her skirt in. I might even have the same. Yeah, I think it's the same color. Nope, it's a little bit darker. Excuse me. So I'm going to finish up her skirt, and then that's going to be it for us today. And then tomorrow, we'll do part 2. And I don't know how many parts it will take. I've been really busy at work, so it's kind of nice to take this week off, but these last 3 days off, I worked Monday, Tuesday, but I know what that means. That just means I'm going to be super busy when I get back to work. Plus, we're switching holidays because now on Monday I'll put all my Halloween away, and then it gives me, I've got Thanksgiving stuff out, but then it gives me more room to put Christmas stuff out. So that will take me a few days. And then I've got some orders coming in, and then I've got to put that in the computers and then put it out. But we've been really busy. We've been selling a lot of gift items already. People are starting to Christmas shop. A lot of people don't want to go out of town anymore with the whole COVID thing now. And so it's increased our business, which is good. Supposed to rain again on Monday, not tomorrow, oh no, tomorrow's Friday. So on Monday it's supposed to rain again. And I hope it's a good rain like we already got, because we've had a drought so bad that we need to have a lot of rain. But we can't have it all at once or then it just floods, you know? So like a week ago, we had that big storm and we got 4 inches of rain. Now that's a lot for us. In a 24-hour period, we got 4 inches of rain. And, but then it's been dry this whole week, and that's probably good because it lets it saturate into the ground, because there's still standing puddles and stuff. And, but let that all soak in, and then on Monday, that'll be a full week that we've gone since the last big storm. And then I hope that it's another decent rain for us. I wish it was like when I was not working, because I love to just stay in my pajamas and be snuggly and watch movies and eat popcorn and that kind of stuff. I'll do a video and share what I got from my Amazon haul. I'll do it all at the same time so y'all can see. And I got 2 die cuts too. I'll put that into the haul as well for you guys to see. Yeah, I use the same color on the top and the bottom, but that's okay. I love the color pink, and I love the color purple or lavender, lilac, whatever. Pink, purple, red. I love color. I just love color. So I'm never one of those that you see just wearing like a white shirt or a black shirt. I always have color, prints. I never wear button-up shirts. They're always just go over my neck. Just more comfortable. And there's a lot of cute ones, so yeah. All right. We are done with her face, her hair, and arms, and her cape and her dress. The next video we'll be doing her legs and her hat, her wand, and I don't know how much more we'll get done, but this is part 1. Thanks you guys for tuning in and chatting with me while I color, and I will see you in the next video, which will be part 2. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.